Before we start example 3, we're going to go back and look at our list of steps here. So as we were working through example 2, we were focusing on this list of steps, step 3 and step 4. Right? Moving our variables and numbers to opposite sides of the equation and then eventually getting rid of our coefficient to get our variable all by itself. Notice that in here, right, under step 2, simplify each side of the equation separately. Combine like terms as needed. I want to mention this step because this is what we are going to do in our next couple of examples that we're going to see in example 3. So in example 3, we're still solving two-step equations, but as we're solving these, they're going to require a little bit of simplifying as we're going through our process. So looking at example 3a, on the left side we have 3 terms. We should never have 3 terms on one side of our equation when we're solving. At most, we should have 2 terms. A number term that's just a number that's a constant, and a term that has a variable in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine these 3 terms right into 2 terms to make our equation look a little bit nicer. Right, so this 3x is our only variable term that we see here. So that's going to stay as a 3x. Well, this -1 and +4, we can combine to give us a +3. Right? They're different signs, so we subtract them. Our larger number is positive, so we end up with a +3 as a result. So we have just rewritten our equation as 3x plus 3 equals -15. Well, now what we have look identical to the types of problems that we saw in example 2. So we're going to start by getting rid of this extra number. We're going to get rid of this +3 by subtracting 3 on both sides. We now have 3x equals -18. We added those because they were the same sign. We kept it negative because they had the same sign. Now we're going to get rid of our other 3 that's a coefficient. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. So x is going to turn out to give us -6. Now we can go through and we can check these problems just like we have the ones before. Right? The only thing that we've done extra in this problem is we did a little bit of work at the beginning to simplify that left side of our equation. Now if we look at example B, over here we have 3 terms. Right? So our -12 is going to stay a -12. Our 2 is going to stay a -2. But we're just going to combine those 2 variable terms. -5w and -2w are going to give us -7w. And we end up adding them because they have the same sign and we keep the negative sign. Now we're going to get rid of our extra number. Our extra number is this 2. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides because we're canceling out that +2 by using a -2. -12 plus 2 is going to give us -14. Again, same sign, so we add. Now we're going to get rid of our coefficient. We're going to divide by -7. And we have +2 equals w. Again, negative divided by negative turns positive, so our w here is a +2.